Let's take a look at layer strips next. So you expand the instrument strip by tapping on the expand button at the top, or if you've got the option on in settings, you can swipe as well. And then that opens up to show the layers for the layer strips for that instrument. Again, like the instrument, we have name, transpose, volume, solo. The green button in the middle is the enable button for pitch bend. So it turns pitch bend on and off for that particular layer. Above that we have pan, and then we have the two effect sends, one for echo, one for reverb, delay and reverb, and they go to the global delay and reverb. And above that, the buttons to add and delete layers. So you just click if you want to add another layer, new layer, create a new layer, create a new layer. And here would be a good point actually to show you the key span. So here we have the 3 layers in the instrument across the keyboard. And we can select one of those. We can drag the end of the span to wherever we like. Select one underneath it. And using the dials at the bottom here, we can add fades to the beginning or end of the layer span, so that as the notes travel up the keyboard, the layers will crossfade with each other. So it's very simple. Also in the key span, you have an instrument span as well as the layer span, and the instrument span overrides the layers. And you set the instrument span by dragging on the keys. So that's the bottom end of the instrument span and top end of the instrument span. And that overrides the layer spans, but I don't find it used very often these days. So that's the span, key span. Quite simple, really. So the next thing to talk about is probably editing, layer editing, actually going into the synthesizer and actually telling you all about these bits, which I shall do now. Oh, actually, I shall just quickly, if you look at the top of each layer here, you can see that it's got a little arrow, which is the button for editing the editor, but it also flashes on and off to tell you, show you that the layer is active when it's being played. So if the layer isn't active, it won't flash on and off. Also, the MIDI channel button flashes green around its outside to show that it's receiving MIDI. So 2 little indicators there, which I didn't discuss before. Quite useful to know.